Hey guys, so today's video is going to be the best in beauty for 2019. These are all the products that I've been loving throughout 2019 and the really standout products that I've been just using constantly. And yeah, it's gonna be a long video, but at the same time I was really picky with what I chose, and I chose only the best of the best. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm doing another Instagram look. 25 days of Christmas is almost done. I have one more look after this and then I'm done. But that's why I don't have lashes on, my lips aren't done because I'm gonna draw stuff on my face like always. I just have to put that disclaimer in there. I'm not like this crazy makeup person that doesn't have her eyeshadow completely blended yet or whatever. Before I end this video, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And yeah, let's get into these favorites. So I think I'm gonna start with makeup, the standout makeup products of 2019. And the first is, this is crusty, I'm sorry. This is the Juno & Co sponge. This is the microfiber sponge. I definitely got this, I think, in 2018, but it has been my go-to this entire year. I also had another one from Juno & Co, and it was the cloud sponge, I believe, and it was white, and I love that one as well, but my dog ate it, so I had to throw it out, and I'm really sad about it because I missed out on their sale for Black Friday because I had other priorities in mind, like the Jeffree Star mystery boxes, and I just didn't want to spend that money even though they're very affordable. This is the cheapest sponge you're ever gonna find, and it's like such a great quality sponge for the price. Like, I can't even tell you, this is such a great sponge. You should definitely check it out if you haven't already. I've got a couple of eyeshadow primers that were my favorites this year. They are the P.Louise base and the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow base. Honestly, these are both really great, but I do end up mixing them with concealer because I feel like these are a little too thin and they make my eyeshadow look a little bit patchy sometimes, but mixing it in with the concealer gives it more of a thicker consistency, I guess, if that makes sense. So I definitely do that with both of these. They're very similar. I'm not sure, I think this one's cheaper, but the thing is it comes from the UK, so if you're in the States it takes long time to ship to you. I actually, for Black Friday, went ahead and took advantage of their deal and I got so many things, so many of the bases in colors, so that I can do a bunch of different looks, and you can use them as paints or you can, you know, just use them as an actual base. So super excited about that. I love this. As you can see, it's almost gone. I do have a backup already, and I actually think I already have a backup of this one. This one's quite full though. I also have to give a special shout out to my NYX Glitter Primer because this is so great. It's full of stuff. Oh my gosh. I'm like, my makeup, I need to clean it. Like, you have no idea what's in front of me. I have to pack all this stuff. We are moving in a few days and it's like, wow. But I really love this glitter primer. It definitely sticks down any glitter, and it's such an affordable glitter primer as well. NYX is such an affordable brand, so I absolutely love it. For brows, my go-to has been the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade. I actually have 3 of these already because I took advantage of their Black Friday sale as well. And this is in the shade Soft Brown. I started using pomade on my brows. I don't have them on right now. Actually, I did the soap brow technique for this one, which I use it penciled, and I really do like the Benefit brow pencil as well, but this has just been my go-to this whole year. I think it's super creamy and smooth and easy to use. I used to hate using a pomade. I used to never understand it, but if you use the right brush, then you get it perfectly and you get fleeky brows every single time. So I highly recommend that you check this out if you haven't already. It's such a popular brow product that I'd be surprised if you haven't checked it out, to be honest. For primer, the 2 stands out for me have been the J.One Red Jelly Pack. This one makes your face super sticky and it like prepares the foundation to stick to your face and last all day. But I've also been loving it in combo with the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I use this in almost every single tutorial on my channel. So if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I love these two together. They're so amazing. This one blurs the pores. It makes such a smooth canvas. And honestly, when I use this and I use like the worst foundation ever, it still looks good because that's how much it blurs out your pores. If you haven't checked this out, it is such a pricey product, but I highly recommend that you get the smaller version of it just to test it out and make sure it's okay for you. This is just like so good that I would spend the money again just to make my face look like this every single time. It looks flawless. By the way, ignore what's behind me. I have a giant mess. Like, you don't even know. My life is a mess. My house is a mess. I have to like, we're packing, we're moving. It is what it is. We're moving on. All right, I do have a lot more than 3 foundation favorites, but I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 foundation favorites because these are the 3 standouts for the year for me. I'm gonna start with drugstore. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. This one's in the shade F7. I should probably go for F6. It's a little bit dark on me. I'm wearing it right now, and yeah, it doesn't quite match my neck, but for me it doesn't really matter because I'm drawing stuff on my neck later on anyway, so yeah. But this is such a great foundation. I haven't tried the hydrating one. I do have dry skin. This is like, I would say a demi matte because it still has like a little bit of a sheen, but it doesn't look cakey on my face. It is definitely medium coverage but buildable, and I like to build it to a full coverage usually, but it doesn't look cakey on my face at all, like ever, even when I'm building it. And I just love using it with my Juno & Co sponge. These two together are amazing. This gives the best coverage. It just looks really, really flawless, and it lasts all day. It is such a great foundation for drugstore. I highly recommend it. I would say that the high-end dupe for the Makeup Revolution one I was just talking about is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. I do like this one a little bit more than that one. This one's in the shade 111 Light. Again, it's a little bit too dark for me. I tend to go a little darker for my foundations. It's just the way it is. I like to have a darker face. I don't know what it is, and I blend it down my neck. I just don't like being this white, but that's just the way it is. But this foundation is so good, and again, it's like, for me, it seems more like a demi matte. It is advertised as a matte foundation, but I don't see it that way. It definitely leaves like a sheen on my face, and it makes my skin look so good. And at the end of the day, it still looks really, really good. Definitely worth the price. I definitely want to try their concealer as well. I haven't tried it yet. I wonder if it's as good, but I'm like afraid of matte concealers under the eyes. I don't know what it is. It's just like my under eye gets really, really cakey. So definitely gonna be one that I keep repurchasing through 2020. And the last foundation that I've been loving is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I love this foundation when I want that dewy look. If you have oily skin, I don't know if I would touch this because it's definitely very, very dewy. It gives you that glow and luminosity that the obviously the title represents, but this is in the shade 220N. I really like this foundation. It's definitely one of my go-tos. It's a little pricey, but I would definitely continue repurchasing it because it is definitely full coverage without getting cakey as well because it's dewy, and it just really looks good on the skin. But this is such a good foundation. I have two concealer favorites. The first one is the Tarte Shape Tape. Obviously, this has been my favorite since it was released, to be honest. It's so full coverage, so if you like that full coverage under eye, I'd definitely go for this. And it doesn't look cakey in the end. I love it. Like, and especially with the setting powder that I use, it looks so good on my under eyes. I absolutely recommend this wholeheartedly. Every time Tarte does a sale or Ulta does a sale with this, and it's rare, I get a backup because that's how much I love it. If you don't like the full coverage, I would definitely go with the Jouer Central High Coverage Liquid Concealer. I wouldn't say it's high coverage, I would say it's medium coverage. You can build it up, but it can look a little cakey. To be honest, I'm wearing it right now under my eyes, and it definitely looks flawless, but I got a shade a little too dark. I like for my under eyes to be a little bit brighter. This is the shade Wheat, which is I think a little too dark for me, but I really like this concealer as well, but it's not as full coverage. I probably use this one on the daily because I don't want such a high coverage concealer like caking up under my eyes, although the Tarte Shape Tape doesn't get cake, I promise you. But yeah, I have one powder favorite of the year, and it's a standout for me. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. This is in the shade Butter. I haven't tried the translucent powder, so I don't know if it has flashback or anything, but this one doesn't. This is perfect for my skin tone. It brightens under the eyes while setting it really, really nicely, and it doesn't look cakey ever. I absolutely love this powder. I highly recommend it. I have two bronzer favorites, or like I guess contour bronzer situations. The first is the Pinky Rose Cosmetics contour palette. This is actually their original contour palette. They recently came up with an extreme contour palette, and it has like I think more shades, but this is a cream contour kit, and I absolutely love it. I've been using this one like crazy to cover my brows. This is a corrector, and then the rest of them are, you know, concealers or bronzers. I do wish that they were a little bit more cool toned, but I find that if I mix a couple of them, I can make them look like an actual contour shade that would be suitable for my skin tone. But I absolutely love this contour kit. It's super creamy and blendable, and it looks really, really good when you use it. But I'm not using a cream contour kit, which I don't use every single day because like it's too much work and I don't need all that. I do use the Thrive Cosmetics Rhea bronzer. This is the Blur and Sculpt bronzing powder. This is the perfect cool tone for a chiseled jawline and chiseled cheekbone, which is what I strive for. I'm not using it today actually. I'm using the Benefit Hula bronzer. I've been using that one a lot lately, but I absolutely love this bronzer. Again, the perfect tone for my skin tone, and it blends flawlessly and it lasts all day, and I absolutely love it. I've got two blush favorites, and the first one is from ColourPop. It's still in this little thing. I think I showed this once in my monthly favorites one time this year, but I don't have a Z palette right now for this, so it's been sitting in this carton. But this is the ColourPop Top Kathleen Lights blush in the shade I Need Space. This is the perfect like nude blush for me. Like it's not too pink and it's not too like peach. It's like right in the middle. It's perfect. This is its swatch. I don't know. This is what I call like a neutral blush. It's like perfect. And it's perfect for my skin tone. It blends like a dream. It has a bit of a sheen to it. So if you don't like blushes with a sheen to it, I would stay away from this one. But I do have another one. Oh, actually, I think that one has a sheen to it too. So I'm sorry. But I like blushes with sheen. This is really, really pretty and I love it. And I definitely need to get a Z palette for it because this is getting annoying and the carton is like ripping and whatever. The other blush that's my favorite is the Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush. I wouldn't say it's primer infused, however, I do see that it does last on the skin a really, really long time. The formula of this is very unique. This one also has a sheen. This one's a bit more, I guess it's also neutral, but it's like darker and more pigmented. But as you can see, the tones are pretty similar. So that's the kind of blush that I go for. But I really do like this blush and I highly recommend it. It's kind of pricey, way more pricey than the ColourPop one, but I really, really like it. Honestly, I have one highlighter favorite and it's one that I got recently and I've been loving it. This is the standout highlight of the year. I have other ones that I use constantly that are kind of limited edition, like the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero not contour, the highlighter kit. So pretty. I absolutely love that one. It's gorgeous, but it's limited edition. It's not even sold anymore and I just use that one off camera because what's the point of me advertising to you guys about something that doesn't exist anymore on the market. I also love the M. Reezy one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Anastasia Beverly Hills has great highlighters, but this is from Benefit. This is the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. This is the perfect highlighter for my skin tone and it is like, look at how pretty it is. It is blinding. It is gorgeous. I am actually not wearing it on my cheeks today, even though it kind of looks like it. I use the, again, another limited edition product. This is the Jeffree Star Peppermint Frost, which by the way, holy moly, it's amazing. It smells like peppermint. It smells like a candy cane. I love it. But this is such a great highlighter and it blends so easily and flawlessly, but it's so blinding. I wouldn't say it's buildable. I would say it's blinding right off the bat. So if you don't like a blinding highlight, I would stay away from this one, but it's amazing and I absolutely love it. There's one standout liquid liner for me this year and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. I really like this. At first, when I first got it, I actually used it in a first impressions and I wasn't that impressed with it. I was actually a little bit concerned that beginners with eyeliner would not be able to use it because it's kind of hard to manipulate, but then I realized like you just gotta get it, the technique down. It takes practice. So if you're a beginner with liquid liner and you want this eyeliner, I would definitely practice with it like a whole lot. But the wand is actually a lot like more sturdy than I realized and it gives you the most pigmented liner ever. I'm wearing it just at the top. I didn't do a wing. I'm not gonna do a wing, but I usually do wear it just under the lashes so like the lash band is hidden, if you know what I mean. Really like this eyeliner. It's great. One standout mascara and that's the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. I like talk about this so much on my channel. It's like I need to stop. I need to talk about a different mascara at this point, but this is such a great mascara. I'm wearing it right now. I didn't use it to its full potential because I'm gonna go ahead and put lashes on eventually. I just didn't want to do it yet, but it really does lengthen, separates, it makes your lashes look like falsies. This is such a great mascara. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. This will be any single drugstore mascara out there, but I love this. Highly recommend it. I've got 3 liquid lipsticks that I have been loving. And okay, let's start with Jeffree Star. This is Jeffree Star Mannequin. This is my all-time favorite. This is the liquid lipstick I wore at my wedding. This is the one that I need to throw away. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. This is completely dried out. I've used it to its potential, so I bought a new one at some point this year. It's definitely been my go-to since my wedding. My makeup artist used it on me, and when I asked her what it was, she was like, Jeffree Star Mannequin, and I was like, I need to get this. It's like such the most perfect nude for my skin tone. It's like a peachy nude, but honestly, I don't really like peachy nudes all that much. It's definitely more cool tone than peachy, I guess. The perfect nude for my skin tone. If you have my skin tone, try it out. It's amazing. It also lasted, on my wedding day, it lasted literally 12+ hours. His liquid lipstick formula is like no other. It is literally so amazing. Another nude that's very similar from Jeffree Star is Christmas Cookie, and I've been using that a lot lately because I got it in the Halloween mystery box. This one's a little bit lighter. I guess this one's more peachy, but as you can see, they're very similar in color. It's insane. You're gonna find that all of the liquid lipsticks that I'm talking about are nudes because that's just what I wear on a daily basis, although I have been doing a lot of like I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip kit to create different colors for like creative looks on Instagram, but I still really love it. Another one that I've been loving, this is from Ofra, and this is Manila, and it is like a darker nude. It's definitely darker than the other two. It is like the most perfect like dark chocolate brown nude, and it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this shade so much. Ofra also has a really great liquid lipstick formula. It lasts on the lips all day, and it doesn't look crackly, it doesn't look disgusting, and I absolutely love it. I do have 4 palette favorites of the year, and the first is obviously the Jeffree Star Controversy palette. To be honest, I haven't used this as much as I should have. I just like the whole aspect of the docu-series and how they basically just took us through the whole process, and it's amazing. I love the middle row, it's my favorite. I love this shade. I love aspects of the palette. I just haven't been reaching for it as much lately because I've been using more colorful palettes for my creative Instagram looks. It is a really great palette, and I definitely highly recommend you check it out if you haven't already when it comes back in stock, because it's not in stock right now, but it's such a great palette. The next is the Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival XL Pro palette. This is the bigger version of the original Carnival palette, and as you can see why I like it. Look at this. I hit pan on the red, I hit pan on the yellow, almost hit pan on the purple. As you can see, this palette is very well loved. I love using this for my more colorful looks, but I love that it has neutrals, even though they're quite cool tone for my taste. There's not that many like warm tone neutrals, but I really do love this palette. It's great quality. It does ship from the UK though, so it takes a while to get to you, and because of that, it's a little pricey for a palette, to be honest, but it has a lot of shades in there, so I excuse it. Next we have the Jawbreaker palette. This has been my favorite this year because it is, again, a really colorful palette. This was my first Jeffree Star palette that I've ever owned, and as soon as he announced it, I knew I had to have it because of the colors. Like, I love color. The only shade that I hate in here is the green. It just does not blend. Don't use the green. The rest of them are great. Like, I've used every single one of them in different looks that I've done for Instagram. It's definitely a more pricey palette, but it's worth it because Jeffree Star shadows are the best quality ever. And obviously the last palette is the Morphe James Charles palette. The palette is great. It has, again, the neutrals, which finally you have some warm tone neutrals, but it also has the rainbow colors over here. I like that you can do a whole rainbow look with this palette. For the price, such a great palette. I highly recommend it. If you don't have it, you need to check it out for real. A standout setting spray from this year is the Morphe Jeffree Star setting spray. I don't like strawberry. Every time I talk about this, everyone's like, oh, but the strawberry scent. Trust me, I don't like strawberry. I don't like strawberry scents at all. Like, I hate them, and it's not so overwhelming. I love the scent and I love the spray. I like that it's continuous. It definitely melts your makeup together and sets it into place like so perfectly. I absolutely love the setting spray. It's amazing. That's it for makeup. I'm gonna move on to some skincare stuff that I want to talk about. So the first is the Ordinary AHA BHA peeling solution. This is so affordable. I think it's like $10, maybe $12, I don't remember, but this is a chemical peel essentially, and I did talk about this in one of my monthly favorites. So affordable, but it has done wonders for my skin. My skin is less textured because of this, because it literally peels away the dead skin and it clears out your pores and it makes your skin look so good. I highly recommend this. So affordable, so check it out. Another mask I've been loving, wow, this looks crusty too, I'm so sorry, but this is the Ole Henriksen Fat Glow Facial. This is such a great mask for the glow. It's literally, it gives you a glow. So what you do is you pump it out and you actually rub it on your face, and I love the smell of it, by the way. Not that that's like such a big deal, but the smell is so good. You rub it on your face until it turns a different color. I think it's pink to white or white to pink, I can't remember right now. Leave it on your face for I think 15 minutes, and you use a damp washcloth to wipe it away, and your skin feels so refreshed and glowy and soft. I love this stuff so much. Another standout product is from Drunk Elephant, and it's their Pecky Bar. It's in the tub right now, and I don't really want to get it because it's kind of wet. It's literally a bar for your face, but it has also helped me with my texture. It's been my second cleanse kind of thing for months now, and I absolutely love it. It's like so good. So I highly recommend that you check that out. It is a little weird to use a bar for your face, but I got used to it really quickly. So if I can, you can. It's also pretty expensive because Drunk Elephant is quite an expensive brand, but that bar has lasted me, I think, 6 months so far, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna last me a while. I still have quite a bit left, so it's gonna be here for a while. But another thing I had on my list for skincare is my face halo. My face halos are all in the wash right now, so I can't show them to you. I really wish I had washed them a little later, but whatever. It's just literally a round thing I'll put a picture right here so you know what I'm talking about. It's a round like sponge like thing, and you're supposed to use it in lieu of cotton pads, which I highly recommend that you do because cotton pads are, you know, it's just more eco-friendly, I guess. I love using that to take off my makeup. It gives you a gentle exfoliation while really making sure you remove all your makeup. Like, using wipes just doesn't help. Like, it helps take off the surface, but using the face halo really helps you get in there, and I absolutely love it. For hair, I have two standout products of the year. The first is from Kevin Murphy. This is the Shimmer Me Blondes Repairing Shine Treatment for Blondes. This is essentially an oil spray, and I spray it when I'm done styling my hair. So if I'm gonna straighten it, I straighten it, then I spray this on. First of all, the smell is amazing, and they actually have a limited edition winter smell that I got in another bottle from my hairdresser the other day when I did my roots. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. But it makes my hair look so shiny, and it really just accentuates the platinum in my hair, which is what it's supposed to do, and I absolutely recommend this. If you are blonde, check this out, trust me. I also have a oldie but a goodie. This is the Elizabeth and James Nirvana White Dry Shampoo. I talked about this in my last monthly favorites. This is now back in stock at Kohl's, and I just want to buy 50 bottles of this just in case they ever go out of stock, because this is such a great product. This is such a great dry shampoo. It is definitely plumping at the roots, but it also really just refreshes your hair, and it smells so good. So I highly recommend that you check this out. Such a great product. The last hair care product is down here. It's a giant box, and I don't really want to carry it to show you, but it's the Dyson Airwrap. I have been using the crap out of my Dyson Airwrap. You have so many attachments that you can use. You have straightening attachments, flat brush attachments, and 2 different curling ones. Such a great investment if you're really into hair. Highly recommend you check it out. It is $550 though, but when Sephora does their sales, that's how I got mine. You get like a major discount, so I highly recommend you check it out then if you're really interested in that. Let me tell you, it's worth the money. A lot of people say it's not. I disagree with them. I think it's a great, and it's time saving. It literally dries my hair so fast while styling it, and so I could just go out the door. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. I have a lot of perfume favorites this year, but not a lot, it's 3, but I really love them. This is the Prada Candy. This is a great scent. I wish it lasted on my skin a little bit longer. It doesn't last as long as some other perfumes that I own, but it's such a nice scent. It literally smells like candy. I like the sweeter smells, so all 3 scents that I'm going to talk about are sweet. If you don't like sweet, I'm sorry, but this is just the way it is. This is the less sweet of the 3. I would say it's not as strong. In other words, I mean, it smells like candy, but it's not too strong. Definitely love it. It is Prada, so it's expensive, so a cheaper alternative is the next one. This is the Pink Sugar perfume, which definitely smells literally like sugar. Wow, I have not used this in so long. I was about to spray it on myself, but I'm about to go shower, so when I'm done with my look. But this is such a great perfume for, it's like affordable, so if you really like really sweet, if you want to smell like literally sugar, this is it. This is for you. And the last one is not as strong as Pink Sugar. This is the Kayali Vanilla. This is the Huda Beauty line of perfume. I love this scent so much. Do you ever have though like a time in your like a perfume that reminds you of a time in your life? Well, this one reminds me of a not so great time in my life, which really sucks because I love the scent so much. It just reminds me of my really hard time this year, and I haven't been wearing it lately because of that, but I really love the scent. It smells like vanilla. So it's not like sugar or candy, but it still smells so good. I think this is probably my favorite out of the 3 of them. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I just can't wear it. It just reminds, every time I put it on, I'm just like, ugh, it puts me into like this funk. But I really like the scent, and that's unfortunate. Like, I really hope that I get over that because I want to wear it again because it's such a nice scent. But anyway, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite product of 2019 was. What was your standout product? Talk to me in the comments. We'll have a conversation about it. And I hope you guys have a great new year. The next video you will see is gonna be in my new home in Virginia, so that's across the country. That's really scary. Like, things are happening. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. You can subscribe right here. You can watch these 2 videos if you've missed them, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.